Today's Read Aloud story is an adaptation of Little Red Riding Hood. Let's start reading. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, in a beautiful village nestled deep in the forest, lived a little girl named Rosie. Rosie was known for her bright red hooded cape, which she loved to wear everywhere she went. One sunny morning, Rosie's mother called her and said, "Rosie dear, your grandmother is feeling a bit unwell. Would you be a kind girl and take this basket of goodies to her?" Rosie's eyes sparkled with excitement as she exclaimed, "Oh, Mama, I would love to visit Grandma. I'll make sure she feels better." She skipped happily, hugging the basket tightly, and set off on her journey. As Rosie strolled along the forest path, the birds chirped merrily above her. Suddenly, she heard a soft voice from behind a bush. "Hello, little girl," said a sly wolf, peering out. Rosie stopped and looked curiously at the wolf. "Hello, Mr. Wolf. Are you lost?" The wolf grinned cunningly. "Oh no, little one. I'm just taking a shortcut to your grandmother's house. But I'm afraid my poor old legs are tired. Can you show me the way?" Rosie hesitated for a moment, remembering her mother's advice never to talk to strangers. But seeing the wolf's tired eyes, she felt a twinge of sympathy. "Of course, Mr. Wolf. Grandma's house is just down this path. Come along, I'll show you." As they walked together, the wolf eyed the basket of goodies Rosie carried. What a delicious smell! What's inside, little girl?" "These are homemade cookies and a jar of Grandma's special jam. She loves them," Rosie replied proudly. The wolf's mouth watered at the thought of the treats. "You're lucky, little girl. I'm sure your grandmother will appreciate those delicious snacks." As the wolf saw Grandma's house in the distance, he came up with an idea. "You head off before me. I'm tired from the long walk we had. I will rest and see Grandma tomorrow," said the wolf, disappearing into the woods. "Oh, okay, Mr. Wolf. You have a good rest. Goodbye," replied Rosie. The cunning wolf quickly ran to Grandma's house. Grandma was not home. The wolf grinned as he thought of a plan. He was going to disguise as Grandma and gobble Rosie up along with the treats. He jumped into Grandma's bed and pulled up the covers to its chin. Just then, Rosie arrived at Grandma's cozy cottage and knocked on the door. "Grandma, it's me, Rosie. I've brought you some goodies," she said, knowing nothing about the wolf's sneaky plan. A frail voice came from inside. "Oh, my dear Rosie, please come in." Rosie entered the cottage and noticed Grandma lying in bed, looking pale and tired. "Oh, Grandma, you don't look well. I hope these treats will make you feel better." "Oh, my sweet little Rosie, how kind of you to bring me these treats," said the wolf, trying to sound like Grandma. But Rosie had a feeling something was not right. She approached the bed and examined the figure lying there. "Grandma, what big ears you have! All the better to hear you with, my dear, the wolf replied, trying to sound innocent. Rosie then noticed something else. Grandma, what big eyes you have! All the better to see you with, my dear, the wolf replied, licking its lips. Finally, Rosie exclaimed, Grandma, what big teeth you have! The wolf couldn't contain its hunger any longer and snarled, revealing its sharp teeth. All the better to eat you with, my dear! But just as the wolf pounced, a brave hunter burst through the door with a rifle. Stop right there, you wicked wolf! The hunter pointed the rifle at the wolf, scaring him away. With a whimper, the wolf fled into the forest, never to be seen again. Rosie hugged the hunter gratefully. Thank you for saving me, kind sir. You're welcome, little one. Always be careful and remember not to talk to strangers. Now, let's make sure Grandma gets the help she needs. Just then, Rosie saw Grandma in the distance. She was coming back from the hospital. I've missed you, Grandma, she said, hugging her tightly. They all went inside to share stories and laughter, enjoying the delicious treats Rosie had brought. From that day on, Rosie learned the importance of being cautious and not trusting everyone she met. The end.